All right. So let us start. So in the previous class, am I audible? You can hear me, right? Students, can you hear me? No problem. No response. Students, can you hear me or not? Okay. So in the previous class, right, we have looked into properties of DFT. So today we'll actually look at circular shift. Maybe I will use the headphone so that I can clearly get without much disturbance. All of you are at your homes, or have you gone back to your hometowns and all? You're all there here only, or anybody traveling and all? Can you hear me now? Connected my headphone. Students, can you hear me? Okay, okay. Yeah. Nobody seems to answer. What happened? Are you all there? Because it's lockdown. Any problem? Anyone has any problems? You can tell me if you have any issues. No? Akshaya, what happened? Is there any issue anybody has? Okay, okay. So that is why the number is less or anything else? Okay, okay, okay. No, because it's locked down. So, fine, no problem. So, students, basically, since I'll also be taking class from home, right? I don't have a smart board or anything at home, and I don't have that pen tab also here right now. So I thought there's one app that I'm using called DroidCam. Okay, so from that I can connect my phone to the laptop. Whatever I'm writing on my book, the same thing appears on the laptop screen. Okay, I've connected it that way using that app. So hopefully it is good for you. Hopefully that is what I was asking you the previous class, that we'll test it and all that. Anyway, not an issue. I have found it out, and I a dummy Google meeting I took and I just tried out. Anyway, it's working. The app is working fine, and with good clarity, you're able to with good resolution is there on my screen. So since I'll be sharing my screen to you, I hope it won't be a problem. Okay, so let's start then. Slowly, everyone can join. Okay, so yeah, this is how it will be. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to look at is circular time shift. Okay, circular time shift. So if I have to actually tell you what is this circular time shift, you know that we go with something called as your modulo operation. Okay, it's visible to you. You are able to see, right, what I'm writing. Clarity is okay. It's blur. Okay, what do I do? That is okay. That what I have written only I can show you and I can explain. Is it fine? Okay, I'll try to, because I'm holding this. I'll try to get some stand or something so that I can fix it somehow, because I need to fix the mobile and then write it. So okay, circular time shift. This you're able to see, no? So basically, you consider a sequence like this. Suppose I have x of n. Okay, I have x of n like this. Okay, I have a sequence 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, this is x of n, this is n. So what happens, basically your any sequence, if you want to do circular shift, it has to be like this, like somebody's joining. Is it okay? They're able to join. I'm just telling it's not clear. It's not clear. So it's not clear. How about now? Kind of blur. How about now? Keep camera stagnant means, see, I need to hold it actually. Okay, I need to fix it somehow. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Maybe by next class I'll try to fix it somewhere. Okay. Is it okay now? That is n. X-axis is n. Or I can show you, I can do one more thing. I'll show you what is written in the notes and I can do it. I thought I'll write it so that you people also can simultaneously write along with me. Yeah, I'll try to fix it because it's not so easy to, see, we have, if it's in college, it's okay for us to, we have the smart board, we can take the class around, say, even if few people don't come, we people will go to college and then take the classes. But once it's not in the college, we're taking it at home, there are certain technical problems like this. This app is quite good actually. I don't know. Maybe if I just give me a moment, I will just try to switch on some more lights or something so that you can. Okay. How about now? You're able to see? It's clearer, right? Better, right? Okay. Others, everyone is able to see properly. Okay. So what happens? Um, if I consider this as a periodic sequence, xp of n, okay, then what happens? The sequence keeps on repeating. That is, I will have this 4, 3, 2, 1. It keeps repeating. Okay. So this is a sequence which repeats, which is going to repeat with a modulo 4. So xp of n, I will say xp of n is a periodic sequence. Have 1, 3, and 4. Okay. You have a periodic sequence like this. So what exactly is going to happen over here? If you have the sequence like this, if I want to do circular time shift, okay, if I just repeat the sequence over a period of time, circular, ideally, circular time shift is equivalent to linear shift that is periodic. That means if I'm going to shift these sequences, okay, if I'm going to shift these sequence values over some time, over a period of time, if I circularly want to shift it, it is equivalent to linearly shifting it periodically because the sequence is not just this one. The sequence is continuously repeating. So what we can do is we can write it like this. Say I will write, suppose I take xp of n minus 2 linear shift. How do I write this? You're able to see now? It will be start. Since you are considering the periodic sequence, that means for n minus 2 equal to 0, that is n is equal to, at n is equal to 2, it is going to start. So whatever I had value at 0, whatever I had, okay, that value is going to appear at 0, 1 and 2. Okay, that value is going to appear at 2. That means at 2 I'm going to have 4, then I'll have 3, then I'll have 2, then I'll have 1. So before that, since it's a periodic sequence, whatever was there at minus 1, um, okay, that will come over here. At minus 1, what I'm having 1. At n equal to 0, I'll have whatever is there at n is equal to 0, I'll have whatever is there at minus 2. Got it? So this is how your shifted xp of n minus 2 will look. So this sequence, okay, is related. This sequence what you have, that is from n equal to 0, 1, 2 and 3. If I just take only this much of value, this much of set of values, I'll say write it as some x dash of n. X dash of n, I'll rewrite this sequence. So that is 2, 1, 4 and 3. Okay. Have you got this, all of you? Okay. Able to see now, everyone? So this sequence, whatever is there, that is your, yes. Is it blur? Oh, okay. Okay, okay. You're not able to. I thought live, if I write like how I write in classroom, it will be, you people will be able to understand better, I thought. Oh, is it so? Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, okay, okay. No problem, no problem. I can, if in that case, for this circular time shift also, I have material in that, this one. Maybe I will show you. Only if I want to write something, maybe I will write and show you something. I'll take this and I'll write. That's okay? Other things I'll share. Okay, okay, fine. I'll share this one. No problem. Fine. That is okay for everyone? Is that okay? All of you? Right. I'll do that then. Anyway, my screen is visible to you. I have this, okay, I have your PDF written material is there here. So previous class we had done here. This is the problem I gave you. After that, it's not so much in the order here. That's the reason. Okay. So we have our circular time shift. Before I could go to the derivation, I thought I will just write and explain to you. That's the reason I took that. Here anyway, it's not there. Okay, no problem. Okay, we had our, maybe I will show you the textbook. Yeah, this you can see, no? This textbook. It's notes. Yeah, yeah. Okay, fine. Then no problem. I will just go to this periodic sequence and just explain to you. Then I will go to the derivation. Okay, they, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. I will tell you. Don't worry. See, I have shared this. This notes I have not shared. I think maybe I'll share this also. Okay, this is their standard one, but everything is not completely there as such. You can refer to this. Okay, you can refer to this and write down your solving step by step. Many of the problems and everything is there. Okay, as he said, I will just tell you now till now what all you have learned. See, first thing is we have looked into the sampling and everything in the initial classes, advantages, disadvantages of all these frequency domain and time domain. Why we are moving to frequency domain, we saw that. Then we looked at how to do DFT problems, or how what is DFT, discrete Fourier transform. From discrete time Fourier transform, how we obtain DFT. After doing that, what did we see? We looked at the relationship with other transforms. Before that, we also looked at matrix method of how to solve DFT. So even in your labs, probably you would have started. I think I don't have any lab for your batch, your section batches, but other batches it's there. So in the lab, you would have started basic signal generation, and probably if it's a second lab, you would have done your DFT, right? Um, program to program to write a 4-point DFT or 8-point DFT. Easily, you'll get the answer in MATLAB. So you people can actually download your MATLAB free trial version, and you can execute all these things. Whatever we are doing in the class, also, right? All these problems, including properties, you can check in. You can write the program for that, and you can check. So any lengthy problem you have, say 8-point DFT, lot of calculation is there. You just write the program, give input to the program, and maybe you can check the answer. So that would be a great thing to do. So when it comes to properties, if you do proper problems and properties, it's as good as doing your it's a practice for doing normal DFT also. Because anyway, when you solve your property, you would have understood when you did linearity problem, right? We did this problem in the last class. Then you solved not this notes you want. Okay, okay. But I gave sufficient time to write down this till the last. Okay, this part you didn't write. Okay, I will share this. Uh, okay. Yeah. So in the previous class, you would have done this. So while doing this problem, you would have understood that you need to know your matrix method. Unless you know this, you're not able to solve the problem regarding properties. Okay. So, and you need to verify again x1 of k, x2 of k. So for every property of DFT, it's the same thing. Somewhere you will have to compute your DFT. So this is next problem is also a it is a linearity problem instead of cos hyperbolic function. Any hyperbolic function, you will write it as two exponentials. Again, that exponential value you will take and you will write it as separate DFTs. You will find, and you are going to use this standard. Earlier, we have proved this DFT of a power n. Directly, you can use that as a formula also, and we are solving it. So I think similar exponential problems I have solved in the previous class for cos, sine and all. Similarly for hyperbolic also you can solve. Only thing is, since you have two exponentials, you will have to use the linearity single exponential, single exponential separately you need to find the DFT and add it. So that satisfies your linearity property. So if you look at this is actually a standard problem which is asked many times. It is asked. You can have a look. Even that cos n pi by 4, sin n pi by 4, those are also asked in the exam. So I've also shared with you people what are the different you know questions that are regularly one. 3 to 4 question papers are there in the Google Classroom. So you look at that, and chapter by chapter, probably if you go through it, you'll get a better idea. Okay, yeah. So coming to this circular time shift, here what happens? You share this as a periodic sequence. Maybe I'll show you instead of me doing this one. I'll show you from the textbook only. You can have a look. Uh, so you can see this. This is visible. I mean, like this. This might be clearer. Okay. I'll do one thing. I'll project the. Okay. So you have your x of n values here. Take a pencil and write so that. See, you have your x of n. Okay. This is clear to you. All of you can see. Okay. Maybe writing is the problem. Writing may not be very clear, but print is okay. Yeah, yeah. Correct, correct, correct. Yeah, because I am writing in one hand and I'm holding the phone, right? Maybe if I am able to fix the phone as a on a stand or something, it it may be okay, I think. Yeah, yeah, no, no, but the stick I cannot keep it, right? It has to be. I need to have a table on which I've kept it on a table. So when I write it, it has to be correctly focused to the notes. Correct height and everything has to be adjusted, no? Somebody has to design a stand like that. Okay, let me figure that out. Don't be people, don't worry. Something I'll do it. Okay, at least I will show you like this or share the screen whenever possible. I'll try to write. We'll do something. Somehow we need to. Uh, Ultimate aim is you people should understand without any hurdles, right? Things should be clear to you people. That's all. Because of the pandemic, we're facing all these things. Few people were there directly. I could even come and see how whether you're writing. Individually, I could let you know what is the problem. Okay, so things are different. Let's see. We'll try our best. So it's not just me. Even you people should put your effort. Me alone doing something or trying out things will not work. If simultaneously, if you don't follow up and if you don't solve at home, no students seriously, it is very difficult. So I just really wish that all of you are studying. Have you started solving something? I have even shared one of the textbooks. Ganesh Rao textbook I have shared. That's a local author soft copy I had. Okay. Sufficient problems are there. Exercise problems are also there. Why don't you people pick and solve some problems from that? Hmm? I have both. I have one more local or third one textbook I have. So many problems you can get out of all these. Okay. Please start solving. And I don't know any queries you have, any problem you're getting stuck. Just take a screenshot and take a photo of where you're getting stuck, which problem, or just tell me the page number where it is. You can post it in the classroom. Okay. Equivalently, the solution of that we can. If you tell me the page number in the text exactly, I can explain to you. Intermediate steps are missing. Maybe I can help you out. All right. That's how we have to tackle these things because if you people also don't sit and solve, it's very difficult. Got it? Yeah, you can. I would suggest you to rather put it in the Google Classroom because when you're asking a doubt and if I can answer it, it will benefit everyone, right? So if at all you're getting any doubt, you post it in the Google Classroom. No problem, even if you post it in mail or WhatsApp also. But for the benefit of everyone, because many others also might get such doubts, they might get stuck, they may be hesitant to ask. Out of all this, I think only three or four of you are talking to me over the classroom online class. So I don't know. Let's see. Whatever anyone has any issues, any problems, or anywhere you're getting stuck, because I cannot make you sit and do all the problems here. Okay, it's we have a lot of limitations. We don't have actually number of classes. I have no issue taking extra session 3 hours continuously like a tutorial sometime when you're free. If you let me know, I can 2 or 3 hours continuously we can take and we can solve many problems. I have absolutely no problem. But the thing is, you people should also show some effort. Say that, okay, ma'am, we're getting stuck here. We want to do this. How will you know if you are getting stuck? How will you know if you have understood? Only if you solve problems, you'll get to know, right? Hmm? So without doing that, nobody is speaking. Let me see. Who is there here in the meeting? Hmm? All of you are here, right? Only 30 of them have joined today. That's what many are traveling because of the lockdown and everything, probably. Okay, not an issue. But all this I'm uploading in whatever I'm saying plainly without any editing, I am just putting in the YouTube also. Just you people will watch, right? No problem. Fine. Uh, okay. Yeah. So you just look at this. This is what I was explaining to you. Okay, we have this xp of n, xp of n minus 2. And finally, when you see, you're just considering just so much. Okay, you're just considering one particular set of sequence value for considering your periodicity. So what is going to happen here? You're going to do circular shift. So I will tell you how you're supposed to do this circular shift. Just have a look at this. Just have a look at this. So I am going to plot, you can draw it on a circle. So what we are going to say is this, whatever you're seeing here, this is linear shift. So periodic sequence is there. So the periodic sequence xp of n at some n minus 2, you're shifting it. That is at n is equal to 2, what has happened? Whatever value was here, it has got shifted to 2. What was there here? It was 4. That 4 has got shifted here and the sequence is there this way. Getting it? So now what are we going to do? We will, shift it. Samples of x of n, we are going to plot it circularly. So how we are going to plot? We'll start from this point. This is x of 0, okay, x of 1, x of 2 and x of 3. X of 0 is 4, x of 3, x of 1 is 3, x of 2 is 2, x of 3 is 1. You can note down, okay. So once you have this and you want to shift the sequence. If you want to circularly shift it, what you're going to do? N minus 2. So you go in the anti-clockwise direction. Suppose it is n minus 1 I want to shift. Whatever is there at this point, n equal to 0, this gets shifted here. So this 4 will go here, 3 should come here. So that is what happens in the next step. See, x of 0 was here, it got shifted here. Got it? Got it, all of you? Okay, so like that, on a circular basis, you can do the shifting. So the next one is x of n minus 2. N minus 2 means what? Just look at this. What? X of 0, at x of 0 you had 4. So this gets shifted 2 times. So x of 0 was here by 2 positions, 1, 2. So x of 0 value has to come at this point. So x of n minus 2, you just observe. What x of 0 was here. It got shifted by 2 positions, 1, 2 came here. X of 1 was here by 1, 2, it got shifted here. X of 2 was here, 1, 2, it got shifted here. Got this? By 2 positions, you are shifting it in anti-clockwise. So always keep the convention, whenever it is n minus L, it is anti-clockwise you're going to show. It is n plus L, you will show clockwise. You can follow any convention, okay? This is not mandatory. Only thing is, however you write it, you can even n minus L, you can consider it clockwise also. But ultimately, when you write it linearly, it has to match. That's all. So linearly, how are you going to write it? Okay. So you just see here, you have values like this. So if I write n minus 2 over mod 4, you always write like this, modulo operation. This is called your mod operation. Okay. Modulo 4 means there are 4 points. The meaning of this is 4 points. Over that 4 points, you're going to do the shifting part. Got it? Are you getting it? So n minus, which one? Which one? Okay. See here. Can I hold like this? You can see. Oh, no. Yeah. This is x of 0, right? X of 0 was here. So when you shift it by one position, x of 0 is going to go here. X of 1 will come here. It's going in anti-clockwise direction. Third circle, n minus 2. See x of 0, x of 1. X of 0 was here initially. So n minus 2 means x of 0 has come here. Got it? Got it? All of you must be writing it down. This is the first circle. X of 0 is over here. Okay. Then your x of 0 got shifted to x of n minus 1. It got shifted here, going in anti-clockwise direction. X of n minus 2 from here, it got shifted here. So position by position, ultimately how much ever you rotate. So if you do n minus 4, it is going to come back to the same position here again. That is why it is modulo 4. Getting that is no matter what, this 4 values that you have here, these 4 values, how much ever you shift, it will keep rotating like this itself. 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever values are there, it will keep shifting here itself. All you are saying is from 0 to 3, you look at the values. Since it's a periodic sequence, you instead of writing all the values, even if it is getting shifted, it gets shifted well within this values itself. So you can, instead of writing it as a linear on a linear scale, for simplicity, you can represent it over a circle, and you can show that you can keep shifting the values like this. So this is called a circular shift. This is called a circular shift, and you have this modulo operation. So since it is modulo operation, circularly even sequence, odd sequence and all is there, that if you want you can just look, you know what is even sequence and odd sequence. X of minus n is equal to x of n is even sequence, circularly even sequence. Circularly odd sequence is x of minus n is equal to minus x of n. So here in our case, since modulo operation is there, we will consider x of capital N minus n. Okay, capital N minus n is equal to x of n. We can also consider, so in odd case of odd sequence, capital x of capital N minus n is same as minus of x of n. All right. Okay, so this is about the sequence and circular shifting operation. So now coming to this one, I will share just have a look at the PDF. Okay, circular time shift. We'll see how the proof happens. So here just have a look. This is x of n. You take the DFT, you will get x of k. Okay, DFT of x of n minus m over a modulus n value. When you are shifting this, circularly shifting this value, what is going to happen? The DFT of the circular shifted sequence is nothing but Wn power m into k, where m is the shift. M is the shift that you have over x of k. Okay. And unlike your previous two proofs, that is linearity and periodicity, circular time shift, you're going to use your IDFT equation. Why am I going to use IDFT equation? Because I have x of n on the LHS. So I will start with x of n. Okay. I'll start with x of n. 1 by n summation k equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of k wn power minus nk. What is this? This is your IDFT equation. Is it okay? Yeah. So x of n minus m is what? X of n minus m is nothing but wherever there is n, you replace it with n minus m in this equation. All right. Is it okay? Have you written down this? Okay. I hope you have written it down. In this step. See, this is modulo operation. Modulo operation means even if it exceeds this value, suppose it is n, capital N value is 4, that is it's a 4, suppose you just have 4 values. So beyond 4, suppose 5 comes, what will you take 5 as? Fifth value is nothing but first value. Is it not? So you are wrapping it over a circle. So that is called as modulo operation, because whenever modulo is there, you will put a, actually this bracket is supposed to come here. Okay, off for the x like this. You can write like this also, not a problem. Yeah, you can write like this also. This is also correct. Okay, it means it is a modulus. N minus m whole thing you are taking modulus over capital N. That's the meaning. Correct. Zero only. Why will you take 2 2? Always. No, it is 0. It is 0. I will maybe zoom it a little. Clear now? There are few problems that I have solved in my notes. Okay. So those things I could have given, but then like if somebody is coming to college, then maybe I will some other time you can take entire thing Xerox. But I don't know. Those things I have not scanned. Some of the problems and all that. I'm not scanned it, but I'm having the notes in which I have solved the problems. So if possible, let me see if I can do something. The entire book is there, so maybe some other time you people can get it. As of now, maybe I'll share with you this notes and the previous classes, whatever we've done, some DFT and all those things. Those two things I'll share it in the Google Classroom. These I haven't shared, right? N minus m, correct. That's all. No other changes. So in the next step, you see this Wn power minus k, you're opening this bracket. That's all. Wn power minus k into n. Wn power minus into minus becomes plus k into n. Got this. So what is this? Just observe carefully. If you consider 1 by n, 0 to n minus 1, x of k, Wn power m into k. This is nothing but what? This is nothing but your IDFT of your x of n, right? Are you getting this? You just look at this term. Have a look. What is IDFT? IDFT means 1 by n. Whatever is the DFT, there will be one term. Wn per minus nk. That is your DFT equation. Now, if you group this x of k and Wn per m into k together, this seems to be like an x of k. Yes or no? All of you carefully look at this equation. Wait. All of you just look at this equation. Your IDFT is given by 1 by n summation k equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of k Wn per minus n into k, right? Isn't it? Now you look at x of n minus m, the IDFT is the same thing. Wn power minus k into wherever n was there, you replace it by n minus m. Is it not? Now you open the bracket and you write it like this. After writing like this, you group this x of k and wn power m into k, you group it together. Wn power minus k into n, you keep it outside. So why I am keeping it outside? This equation will look similar to this, to your first equation. IDFT equation x of n means what? X of k wn power minus n into k. So when you are looking at this, wn power minus nk is there. X of k and one extra term is wn power km, which is nothing but for a given k, this will be constant. For k equal to 0, this will have a value. For k equal to 1, this will have a value. Right? So for a given value of anyway m, the shift is constant. You will either do shift by n minus 2, by modulo 2 or modulo 3, shift n minus 2 or n minus 1 or n minus 3. Shift value is constant, this is also constant. So this together, you can say that this entire thing 1 by n, this much term, is nothing but summation of, or what is this? This entire term without the minus kn. Does it look like the IDFT equation? IDFT of x of k into wn power m into k. All of you are getting it or not? Others, you got it? You got what I'm telling? No one else is answering. Let me see. Anuj, are you getting it? Anuj, are you there? Did you understand? Okay. So I hope others have also understood. So x of k, wn power mk, the IDFT of this one, it looks like this because there is 1 by n term, there is some x of k term, and there is wn power minus nk, which is similar to your normal IDFT equation. So you can say that IDFT of x of k into wn power m into k, IDFT of this term is nothing but x of n minus m. Got it? So whenever you have a modulus operation, you can prove it this way. So how do I prove this? How do I solve this? How do I solve this? So take a problem, simple problem. X of n is given 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1. Find using the time shift property, find the DFT of the sequence. Suppose x of n is this and y of n is x of n minus 2. That means you circularly shift this sequence. This is n equal to 0, n equal to 1, n equal to 2. So whatever is there at n equal to 2, that is going to come at n equal to 0. I'll show you how to write it. Yeah, I will show. Easy way to write it, I will show you. Just a minute. Give me a minute. I have same problem. I have also solved it. So you see here, is it clear to you? I don't know. So you have here you are having x of n is n equal to 0. At n equal to 0, you have 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1, right? Okay. So how I can write it? Okay, let me write here. So this will look like this. X of n is equal to, what was that? 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1. So what do you want? you want x of n minus 2 or a modulus 4. That means, so this is n equal to 0. This is n equal to 1, n equal to 2, n equal to 3. Is it not? Is it clear? Okay. So when I am taking x of n minus 2, at n is equal to 2, whatever value I am having, okay, that is going to come first at n equal to 0. N equal to 3 will come next. Since after that, what are the rest of the values that will come? These two values will come here. That is 1 comma minus 1. Got this? I will take another sequence and tell you. Suppose it is x of n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I want x of n minus 2. What will I do? So this is n. So I will start from 3, 3, 4, 5. So whatever values are there, I will write it first here. The rest through, since it's a circular thing, I'll write 1 comma 2. Okay. So this is the shifted, circularly shifted sequence. Got it? How many ever values are there, how much ever big it is. Suppose I want to write x of n minus 4. Okay. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 are there. 4 I have. That means what? I'll write at n equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means fifth value. Number 5. That will come first, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it okay? This simple way you need to write it. Actually, they will, in when you circularly represent it, you can write it as x of n minus small n. This is how they represent. This is equal to minus x of n for odd sequence. X of n minus n is equal to x of n for even sequence. This also you note down in the side somewhere. Okay. Clear to you? So the same way, x of n minus 2. So what happens? The 1 comes first, 1 comma minus 1 comma 1 comma minus 1. In this case, it is the same. Okay, you will get x of k is 0 comma 0 comma 4 comma 0. So according to time shift, x of n minus m is equal to wn power k into m x of k, right? So you replace it, x of n minus 2 mod 4 is equal to w4 power 2k x of k. This is what you will get. So you have x of k value. Just substitute the values for this. That will give you your DFT. So 1 by 1 for k equal to 0, it will be w4 power 2 power 2 into 0 x of k. The first value is 0. Second value also is 0. Third value will get 4. Fourth value is k equal to 3 value 0. You will get the same answer. Because even if you shift, if you see this thing, x of n minus 2, because it's a periodic sequence, you will get the same thing. Okay, why don't you, I'll give you one problem. Same thing you do it for 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. W4 per 2 into 1 into x of 1. Yeah. So it is W4 per 2. You know W4 per 2 is minus 1, you know. This you should know before itself. W4 per 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Same thing, all of you solve it. Solve for, yeah. All right. So we will do one thing. You have taken, earlier you have solved a problem, right? You have solved a problem. Let me take this. You have solved a problem. X of n for x of n x of n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. You had found the DFT of this, right? You had x of k is equal to how much? Answer, can you tell me? I had only solved it. X of n 1, 2, 3, 4. Standard problem, that is. Not 1, 2, 3, 4. I think DFT 4-point sequence 0, 1, 2, 3. This is what I gave you, I think. 0, 1, 2, 3. All of you had done this. X of k was 6 minus 2 plus 2j minus 2 minus 2 minus 2j. You had all got this, right? Earlier class I have given you this, made you solve it. Okay, you have x of k, you have x of n. Now do one thing. You see, check whether LH is equal to RHS. Take x of n minus 2. Mod 4. X of n minus 2 mod 4 means what? N equal to, this is n equal to 0. So 2, comma 3, comma 0, comma 1. Right? This is how it is. Got it? Students, are you there? Getting this, right? So you have x of k, you have this. So according to this shifting property, what is the DFT of this one? DFT of this, how will you find it? How are you going to find the DFT of this one? You do it like that. Do matrix method, you solve it. DFT of this matrix method, you write down the matrix, and by matrix method you find this thing on LHS. 1 minus j minus 1j. 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1, j minus 1 minus j. Okay, this one into this value 2, 3, 0, 1. Tell me what is the answer you're going to get. This answer, okay, this answer what you get for the shifted value, this is your LHS. RHS should be what? What should be your RHS? X of k into what did you do here for the previous? Sorry, not here. In your this one for the earlier problem. Here, what did we do? Same thing. You will solve it and you will tell me. This was Wn power m into k, right? Yes or no? Wn power m into k means what is m value here? Also, it is 2. This problem also it is 2. Since you have the DFT for this question, I'm asking you to do the same problem. Earlier class we have written that. So it is W4 power 2k into x of k. Same thing. Getting? So what you'll write? 2k into x of into x of, this is your RHS value. So you do this. W4 power 2k is what? You know this. So you take this as some x dash of k. X dash of k is equal to x of or x of k W4 power 2k. So first shifted value is nothing but x of 0 W4 power 0. You know x of 0 is what? Here you have 6 minus 2 plus 2j minus 2 minus 2 minus 2j. So the first value is 6 into W4 power 0, or in the side you can always write down W4 power 0, W4 power 1, W4 power 2, W4 power 3. You should write down these values. What it is? 1, minus j minus 1 j. Okay, noted. So I will show you here like this. Okay, so this will be 6 into W4 power 0 is 1. You will get 6. Okay, similarly, x of 1 is nothing but x of 1 into W4 power 2 into 1, that is 2, right? So what is that? W4 power 2 is minus 1. So minus 1 into minus 2 plus 2j, that is 2 minus 2j. Okay. Similarly, x of 2 is x of 2 W4 power 2 into 2 is 4, that is W4 power 0. Okay. So that is nothing but what? W4 power 0 into x of 2. X of 2 is what? Minus 2 into W4 power 0 is 1. That is minus 2. X of 3 is nothing but x of 3, x dash, all this is x dash. W4 power 3 into 2, that is 6. How can you write x of 3 into W4 power 6? How you can write 4 plus 2? So this is W4 power 2. That is, are you getting it? I hope you remember this. X of 3 is minus 2 minus 2j into W4 power 2 is minus 1. Got this? So this will be 2 plus 2j. So your shifted x of k RHS is 6, 2 minus 2j minus 2, 2 plus 2j. Okay. When you do this using matrix method also, you're going to get the same thing. First you will get 6. Next one is 2 minus 3j plus 0 plus j. Next is 2 minus 3 plus 0 minus 1. Okay. Next last one is 2 plus 3j plus 0 minus 6. So this will be 6. 2 minus 2j. So this was what? Plus 2 minus 3 minus 1. So something wrong here. Minus 2 into 4 part. Okay. What should you get here? 2 plus 3j minus j into minus 2 plus 2j. 2 plus 2j minus 3 minus 1. Minus 2 you're not getting. Something wrong. Check it, all of you. Are you getting this? Yeah, by substituting k values, I'm getting 6, 2 minus 2j minus 2, 2 plus 2j. See if you're getting the same. Without that also. Without that also you're getting it. 2301. 2 minus 3, 0 minus 1. So it is 2 minus 3 minus 1. Correct, no? Yeah, it is correct. So you have proved it. So this page I will. This is a random previous problem only. I just randomly took it to make you understand. This page I will post in the classroom. Okay. Maybe you're not able to. If you're not able to see. Yeah. That notes. This what I have written. All these things I will put it. Don't worry. Kruakis I have shared. No. I have shared. I have. See. I have. I'll show you your classroom. Google DSP. DSP. Right. Okay. See, in your classwork, I have also asked you to subscribe to the channel. Previous question paper, class, whatever I have, syllabus and local author text I have posted. This is Ganesh Rao. Okay. Class till 22 to that PDF is there. Whatever means all the classes are not there. Some 2-3 classes in between I couldn't download from the smart board. So whatever I could download from smart board, I convert to PDF and I had put it. This is previous question papers. Okay, you refer to these previous question papers also. It will help you. I will add this and the rest of the things also. Okay, so that is about ProArch I am having, but it's taking a lot of space. I'm having. Okay, ProArch also I have. I will share that also. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no problem. So this one you please similar problems you will get in textbooks. You can solve it. Okay. Maybe one more problem you can take it down. This problem is there in Ganesh Rao also. Okay, it is defined from take a sequence. Illustrate x of n minus. This is an 8-point sequence. You please try this at home, all of you. If x of n is a sequence defined from 0 to 7, that means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. X of n minus 2 means what happens? What is x of n minus 2? Means you should start writing from n is equal to 2. 0, 1, 2. So your n minus 2 will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, comma 0, comma 1. Okay. Got it, no, all of you? So circularly, if you are moving, one more easy way to write it is from the last you take two sequence and you put it in the first. That's all. That means at n equal to 2, if you have to have this values, these two values will be empty, right? So you will start from here. Here you will write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5 you will write. 6 and 7 is left. 6 and 7 you will push it here. So one easy way to write is see the modulo value, shift value. Okay, and directly write down. Since it's n minus 2, from the last you pick last two sequences, put it in the front and write it this way. Understanding? So n minus 2 means earlier at n equal to 0 what was there? You have put that at n is equal to plus 2. Or in short, from the last two sequences you have put it first. From n equal to 2, the earlier n equal to 0 value starts. Have you got this, all of you? Or is there someone who is still understanding? I will repeat it. Have a look at this problem, all of you. All of you look. I want everybody to concentrate. All are here. It's not only Shiva Shankar who has to answer all the time. Others are silently sitting. I don't know whether you are understanding. Since I cannot see you in the see people also, it's very difficult to understand. At least if you are in the class, you're right in front of me. By looking at you people only, I can get to know whether you have understood or not. Here I don't see you, nothing happens. I don't know whether people are sleeping. Hmm? Is it not? It's very difficult to understand. Or else we should have had very good bandwidth such that all of you will sit properly in front of your system, switch on your videos, and sit down. Then I would be able to understand roughly. If I look at you, I can get to know. But the problem is we don't have so much of bandwidth to operate, and you may, you turn on your videos, even I may not be able to accommodate so much of thing. So that's also a problem. So what to do? We have to cope up with this. See, here I can just sit at my place and I can just say, people, just look at this, do that. Ultimately, there's a saying, right? You can take the horse until the water. Whether to drink the water or not, it is the job of the horse. Nobody can make it drink. You can at least pull it and tell that okay, there is water here, you can drink it. Till that you can do. You can pull it and drink also, even if it is not willing to come. But ultimately, drinking the water or not is left to the horse. Is it not? So same way, I can keep on telling over the call, over the online class, people, this is what you should do. This is what you have to do. Please look, please concentrate. If your mind is going off, because it's very difficult, even if you're live, when you're sitting itself, when you're solving, it takes time for you to understand. Or it something, if you're a person who is a little slow, when you're sitting and solving live itself, you may get a lot of doubts. So when you're doing it online, when the class is online, you need to be really cautious. You need to be really careful and sit with your pen and paper and write down. When I say solve this, you have to solve it. Getting all of you are there. I really don't know. I mean, you're understanding, right? Yeah, yeah, I will get the attendance. Automatically, I have. No, no, no. You don't have to worry about the Google form. Typically, by date, I'll get it. I have to just save those Excel sheet properly and keep that. So I have it. I have to just rearrange everything and keep. I have all the attendance, everything. See, today only 27 are there. And only those 27 will get. I even have the timing of when you have logged in. That's also there. So that is good enough. Ah, yeah, you can leave. You want to leave? You have the next class. To Okay, okay. No, no. What I was just telling is, if you have any queries, if you have any this thing, you can this thing like you can ask me, because no, I'm not going to the next topic anyway. I just want you take down this problem as a homework. I'm telling you how to solve it, and if anybody has not understood, I'm just telling you how to go about doing this problem. That's all. Have you taken this? Have you taken this? Okay. So when you are shifting, the first thing that happens is you can, you know, the last two sequences, n minus 2, last two values, samples, you write it first, the rest you copy it down. Which says that at n equal to 2, you will get that value. Next, DFT of that, how will you take? It will be W, since it's 8-point DFT, 8 samples are there. So it will be W8. W8 per 2k into x of k. This is the by the property. So what you will do is, for this x of n, you will first find DFT. You will multiply this twiddle factor W8 per 2k to that. You will get the DFT of x of n minus 2. Okay. Is it okay? If you want to verify it with this, for this also you find the 8-point DFT and you can verify it. That is not done. This is the actual answer. This you're supposed to solve it. You're supposed to solve and show it. 8-point DFT, in the previous classes I have given you the values W8 bar 0 to W8 bar 7. Having that and using the periodicity of your twiddle factor, solve this. Got it? Okay. I hope I hope all have understood. Any other queries anyone has got, you can ask me, or else we can stop for today. No other queries? Thank you. Thank you. Fine. There are no other queries. We will stop for today. Anyone else who doesn't usually talk in the class, I'm waiting for answering any of your queries. Anything you want me to share? Anuj is asking, please change platform. Why? What happened, Anuj? Can you just speak out? Platform means you mean Google Meet. Google Meet you don't want. Uh-huh. Yeah. Platform means, yeah, that whiteboard, what is there in college, you're saying. Which green board? The normal chalk one. Chalk and the board. That one you're saying. Then the online, whatever I used to share with you. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. They are using that because they are going to college. See, right now, because of the lockdown, it's only because of the lockdown. Because of the lockdown, I'm not going to the college. Since I'm at home, that's the reason I'm using this, trying to, somehow use this mobile screen, not mobile screen actually, the camera, and then I'm trying to focus it and write it. What I used to write earlier was there in the college, in the smart board, it is there. So I used to connect, switch on the video over there. I mean, switch on the meeting from the smart board. I used to connect it to you people. So right now, in my laptop, I have connected and I am trying to take your classes. So when I'm doing it on my laptop, I don't have the liberty to use that, right? So all I'm having is just the phone, which I can, using an app. I was trying to connect it to the laptop. Okay. So that is the issue. Or else I have no problem. Maybe if I fix the mobile screen, it will be okay. Is it fine? Can you, if it's kind of fixed and because I'm holding this phone and simultaneously I'm writing it right on the paper. So maybe it just you're not able to get it very clearly. So if it is stable, will it be able to help you? Is it okay then? Others? Others are not speaking at all. Maybe I'll try to fix the mobile screen and maybe try to take a meeting and we will check it out the next class. I think it'll. Yeah. Paint board. Oh, see, using the paint board, I will have to write using the mouse. It's not easy to use the paint board. Or else on the yeah, is the maths. He would be using the tab. Pen tab will be there. Probably is using the pen tab from the maybe it's there in the department or something like that. I am not having that pen tab right now. Maybe even if I order, it will take some time to come because of this pandemic thing. Okay, many essentials are not available, right? Many things are not available. So let me check out. In maths class, I understand, yeah, if he is able to, is it's not paint board that they're using. There is an app called Easy Note. That's what they're using, and that's what even I used to use in college. Okay, like different versions of the board will come. That's what you're saying, green board. That is there, but that tab you require the tab specific kind of a device is there to write on that I don't have at home right now. It's there in the college. uh, so at home I'm not having that is a problem. So let me see if possible I will try to get it, or else I'll try to fix over my phone itself, and maximum we'll see on your. Yeah, I'll try my best to figure it out. By next class, we will do something about it. Okay. Any other queries you have? Any other problems with respect to whatever is taught? Anything you didn't understand? Are you all solving things? Others you can answer. Those who are. there? Any other doubts you have? If you're those who are done, you don't have any doubts, you can leave. Others, those who have any doubts, you can wait. I'm there here. So all are just leaving. Okay, let's see. So all these people are having some doubts. Vaishnavi, Vaishali, Vaishnavi P, you have any doubts? Vaishnavi, okay, fine then students. If you don't have any doubts, let's stop for today.